Okay, let's unpack this. Imagine if your family history wasn't just about, the last few generations,
Right.
but what happened across countless lifetimes.
That's a mind-bending idea.
It really is. And today, we're doing a deep dive into some really extraordinary sources. They've been described as a kind of dream narrative,
Hmm.
giving these detailed accounts of karmic connections, spiritual journeys, all surrounding a very revered figure, Luang Pu Wat Pak
A
Nam.
central figure in this tradition, absolutely.
So our mission here is to pull out the profound insights hidden in these, well, deeply personal stories.
And show how actions, maybe even small ones.
Exactly. How they can echo across huge spans of time and really shape our destinies.
Yeah.
You're about to find out how things like generosity, service, even seemingly minor choices can lead to immense wealth, both spiritual and material.
Or the opposite, creating obstacles we don't expect.
Get ready for some real aha moments, I think.
And just to add a bit on those sources, these accounts, they come from what are described as dream narratives.
Right.
They offer this unique window into past lives, karmic paths. Insights received through deep meditation by highly respected practitioners in this lineage.
Fascinating. Okay, so let's start our journey. We're beginning on this really unique piece of land. The sources say it's an island shaped like a lotus leaf, completely surrounded by water.
Quite a visual.
Isn't it? And this isn't just any land, it's the actual birthplace of Luang Pu Wat Pak Nam.
Wow.
And what's more, it's home to over 50 interconnected families, all relatives, all descendants of Luang Pu.
So a really tight-knit community.
Exactly. It paints this picture of a deep, shared history stretching way back.
And what's compelling is how that connection keeps showing up even now.
How so?
Well, we learn about 10 of Luang Pu's descendants first heard about the current spiritual teacher, Luang Pu Kun Kru Mayai,
Okay.
through a magazine, Luthip, and when Paula Orr, who was Luang Pu's actual niece,
His direct niece.
yes, his true niece,
Liang.
when she finally met him, the sources say she just cried and cried with joy. And she said, "We have come the right way." Like this deep, immediate recognition.
A sense of coming home, almost.
Exactly, a spiritual homecoming.
And within this family network, two people really stand out in Luang Ku's personal story. Pu Fong and Lung Lum.
Right, key figures.
Pu Fong was a younger cousin relative, and Lung Lum was his true nephew.
And the sources really stress their importance as attendants.
Because they served him directly, closely during his lifetime.
That's right, devoted attendants.
Okay, let's focus on Pu Fong's story first. It sounds like a journey of, well, incredible change. Can you walk us through his early life?
Sure. Pu Fong, he was from Suphanburi, and his beginnings were quite humble.
Okay.
He made a living selling wooden poles, the kind used for orange trees, often traveling quite far, to Bang Mot just to sell them.
So clearly not well off at the start.
Yeah, definitely highlights his poverty at the time. But despite that, his devotion to Luang Pu was just unwavering. He served him closely for 2 full years, right before Luang Pu passed away.
2 whole years.
Yeah. And during that time, Luang Pu said something really powerful to him.
What was that?
He told Pu Fong, "You served me well. Serving one monk like me is worth more than serving 10 other monks."
Wow. That really puts it into perspective, the merit involved.
Immense merit, yes, from serving someone truly enlightened.
And Luang Pu didn't just see his service, did he? He saw deeper, like his whole karmic situation.
Exactly. He saw his poverty and he addressed it directly. He told him, "You have no property line with you."
No property line. What does that mean exactly? How does a karmic blueprint like that get formed?
That's a great question. So when Luang Pu said no property line, he was basically identifying the root karmic cause of the poverty.
Okay.
This property line idea, it's like a karmic tendency. It's a strong link to having significant wealth in your life.
Right, like a predisposition.
Precisely. And Luang Pu, with his, profound insight, his clairvoyance, he could see this lack came from stinginess over many lifetimes.
Stinginess.
Yeah. Like in one past life, Pu Fong was a royal attendant, and his king was very generous, always giving things away.
Okay.
But Pu Fong actually regretted the king's generosity. He'd think, oh, the king is just wasting his wealth giving it away like that.
So that thought pattern, that inner clinging.
Yes. Even clinging to someone else's wealth, it created this, well, this poverty blueprint for his own future lives.
That's incredible. But then things changed, right? There was a turning point.
A huge turning point.
Yeah.
Luang Pu told him to donate just 25 baht.
25 baht. That sounds like almost nothing.
Materially, yes, almost negligible. But he was told to donate it to build a monastic school.
Okay, so the intention was key. How could such a small amount have such massive spiritual results?
Well, that's the profound part. Luang explained that this specific act of merit, because it was done with him.
With his spiritual power involved.
Exactly, with the pure intention and the sheer spiritual force of an enlightened master. It was like making merit with countless Dharma bodies.
Dharma bodies, meaning like the essence of many Buddhas.
That's a good way to put it. The spiritual essence, or enlightened form. And he promised Pufang, you will never speak of poverty again.
Never again.
And that he would carry a property line with him for countless lifetimes, leading to immense wealth.
Wow.
He even used an analogy like a billion in today's terms, but he noted the real merit was far, far greater, like akinai, which means immeasurable.
But he gave a number people could grasp.
Right, to help the mind understand the sheer scale of it.
Truly astonishing. And then there was something else, wasn't there? An amulet.
Yes, another extraordinary event. Luang gave Pufang a Frakongquan, a special Buddha amulet.
Okay.
And he told him it held a power of 1,000 million in wealth if it was worshipped properly.
1,000 million. What was special about this amulet, and was its power ever tested?
Well, the Frakongquan is unique. Luang specifically mentioned using it for stacking knowledge, this meditative practice for gaining wisdom.
Okay, so not just symbolic.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
And yes, it was tested. The sources describe this vivid incident, a bus accident.
Oh, dear.
The bus actually overturned. 11 people were injured, some quite badly broken bones, bleeding.
And Pufang?
Completely unharmed. Not a scratch. He was carrying the amulet.
Incredible.
This powerful demonstration, right? Perfectly matches what Luang said. Whether by boat, by car, or plane crash, you will return home. That protective power.
So, later in life, Pufang kept his devotion, but he got older.
Yes, he remained devoted, but was eventually too old to visit the temple regularly.
And even with all that merit, the sources mention some physical issues linked to past karma?
That's right. It shows how karma works in layers. Despite the huge positive karma, some older negative karma still ripened.
What happened?
He lost his eyesight. This was linked to past karma of caging animals in the dark for food.
Oh, wow.
And just before he passed away at age 90, he experienced paralysis. That was attributed to karma from killing and binding animals for sale.
Yeah.
Back when he lived in an agricultural society.
So the merit didn't erase the old karma,
But it provided the foundation for a much better rebirth. It doesn't negate past actions, but it elevates the destination.
And his story didn't end with death, did it? Where did he go?
No, definitely not. After passing, he was reborn as a handsome deity, a diva, in the Daodong heaven, specifically Phase 3.
Because of his service and merit?
Exactly. His service to Luang donating for the school, his other good deeds. And later, he was even brought to a higher realm called Dusitpuri's Special Merit Zone.
Dusitpuri, that's considered very auspicious, right, for spiritual progress.
Very much so. And interestingly, the sources say he told someone who asked that he wanted a wife, and later, as a deity, he was able to have one.
Huh. And what was his message from that realm?
His main message was, making merit with Luang yields much merit. Do little, get much.
Do little, get much. That sounds almost too easy. What's the real meaning there?
It's concise, but deep. It's not about being lazy, but about the quality of the action, the purity of your intention, and crucially, the spiritual power of the recipient, Luang in this case.
Ah, the field of merit.
Exactly. That can amplify the results way beyond the material size of the offering. It's like spiritual economics, quality over quantity sometimes.
Okay, let's shift now to Luang, another devoted figure, Luang Pu's nephew.
Yes, a very close connection.
He met Luang Pu when he was just 5, became a novice monk at Wat Pak Nam, and kept serving closely when Luang Pu got sick.
That's right. A lifelong connection.
And there was a really poignant moment, wasn't there, about 2 months before Luang Pu passed?
Yes, very moving. Luang Pu gave Lung Lam his own personal Buddha amulet.
The one he kept by his bedside, the one for stacking knowledge.
That exact one. And Lung Lam was, well, confused at first. He thought maybe Luang was getting forgetful because of his illness.
Understandable, maybe.
But Luang was very clear. He told him firmly, I give this to you, keep it well. It's my personal Buddha amulet.
Wow. And there's a karmic backstory to this, too.
There is, and it's fascinating. Luang with his insight, saw Lung Lam's past life. Lung Lam had been a loyal, royal attendant again, serving that same generous king. And when the king was about to become a monk,
Yes.
Luang wished, really deeply wished, for some personal memento from the king before he left worldly life.
Ah.
And the king gave him his personal ring.
Mm.
So this amulet from Luang Pu, it was the universe fulfilling that ancient, heartfelt wish across lifetimes.
That's incredible, connecting that past desire with the present gift.
Precisely.
And Luang really treasured this connection, didn't he? He later donated the amulet and the land.
He did. He donated Luang Pu's personal amulet and the actual land where Luang Pu was born to the Dhammakaya lineage.
Why did he do that?
He felt this deep sense of peace about it. He knew it would benefit the whole spiritual lineage enormously. He was apparently filled with joy, especially knowing it helped build Luang Pu's third statue, carrying on the legacy.
It really highlights that idea of spiritual inheritance.
Absolutely, and perpetuating merit. And like Pu Fong, Luang himself was born from Dusit Puri's special merit zone.
So a high spiritual starting point for this life.
Yes. And the guidance for him is clear. Keep up the merit making, keep meditating consistently to make sure he returns to that special realm.
Okay, one more incredible story here. Paula Orr, Luang Pu's eldest niece.
Yes, another close family member.
She passed away at 81, also suffering from paralysis near the end. But her faith.
Her faith was profound. She had immense respect for the Dhammakaya teachings.
And what happened when she heard about the plan for Luang Pu's memorial at his birthplace?
Even though she was paralyzed, when she learned they were collecting the land for the memorial, she was just overjoyed, to the point of tears.
While paralyzed. That's powerful.
Isn't it? And in that state, she decided to donate all her land for the memorial, celebrating her connection to Luang Pu in this ultimate way.
A truly inspiring act of generosity and the karmic results.
Immediate and quite spectacular. Paula Orr was reborn in Dusit Puri's special merit zone, in the provisions section specifically.
So another one in that high realm.
Yes, she's now a new celestial being there, enjoying this vast, beautiful golden mansion adorned with jewels. And she's actively meditating in Luang Pu's own celestial abode there, working on refining her mind.
And she sent a message back.
She did, encouraging everyone, including Luang, to keep making merit, keep meditating, so they can join her there.
Amazing. And the land donation itself, what future result did that create?
Because she gave land, the sources say in future lives, she will never experience poverty. She'll be like a king and queen of land, always possessing vast amounts of property.
The direct result of her specific act of generosity.
Exactly. Karma is very precise.
Okay, these stories are just. They really illustrate the threads of karma so vividly. Pu Fong, Luang, Paula Orr. But now, here's where it gets even more personal for you, the listener.
Yes, this is where the sources reveal a potential connection for you.
It turns out your connection to Pu Fong and Luang might go back quite a way.
Indeed. The sources suggest that in a past life, you were also a male royal attendant.
Serving the same king.
Serving that same generous king who loved giving alms to the poor. You were part of that same circle.
Incredible. But that's not the only past life insight, is it? There's another one mentioned for the listener.
That's right. In a different past life, the narrative describes you as, well, a very beautiful and refined daughter from a wealthy family.
Described as like a flower of the sky.
Quite evocative, yes. But there was a challenge. Your love for adornment, for beauty, it led to procrastination.
Procrastination in making merit.
Exactly. You sort of believed you had plenty of time, thinking, oh, I'll do it later. I'll always have faith. There's no rush.
Uh-oh. I sense where this might be going.
Well, that delay, that procrastination, it unfortunately created an opening. It allowed the karma of stinginess accumulated from many past lives.
The same kind of stinginess Pu Fong had.
Potentially similar patterns, yes. It allowed that negative karma to cut in.
Cut in. What does that mean?
It means it sort of asserted its influence, blocking or diminishing the positive results you could have had from your wealth and potential good deeds in that life. It prevented you from being as wealthy in this current life as you were back then.
So the wealth blueprint got overwritten.
In a way, yes. Denied or perhaps replaced by more of a poverty blueprint, comparatively speaking, although the sources note you're still comfortably well off now.
But the contrast is stark.
Very stark. The phrasing uses, you used to be like a flower of the sky, but in this life, you are like a blade of grass.
Wow, that's quite an image. It really drives home the impact of delaying good deeds.
It really does. The subtle but powerful effect of not acting on good intentions promptly.
But despite that specific karmic outcome, your current situation is still auspicious.
Absolutely. Very auspicious, in fact. You were also born from Dusit Puri's special merit zone, just like Luang.
So coming from that high spiritual realm.
Yes, and the big lesson here, weaving together all these stories, Pufongs, Lunglums, Palo Ors, and your own potential past, it's about consistency.
Consistency in merit making.
In all forms. Generosity, keeping precepts, meditation, and always aspiring to return to Dusapuri, to stay connected with that enlightened community. Don't let separations happen.
So wrapping this all up, what's the big takeaway? These incredible stories, Pufong, Lunglum, Pala Or, even these glimpses into your own past.
They really reveal the intricate workings of karma, don't they?
Absolutely. And the just immeasurable power of merit. You see a 25 Bado donation leading to, wow, billions in potential wealth.
A simple amulet offering real protection.
And these deep, deep roots connecting families across not just generations, but lifetimes. It's just such a powerful reminder, isn't it, that our actions right now, today, they're planting seeds for countless tomorrows.
Every conscious choice matters.
This whole deep dive really shows that making those conscious choices to serve, to give, to cultivate that compassion consistently, that's the real key to lasting well-being, both here and spiritually.
Which brings us to a really important question for everyone listening. What small act could you do? Maybe today. Some small generosity, some selfless service.
That might create your own immense property line or a protective shield for your future.
Exactly. And how can you cultivate that consistency in doing good? Learning from that potential past lesson about procrastination.
So your own journey through lifetimes becomes one of continuous growth.
And boundless merit. Making sure you keep building that connection back to the highest spiritual goals.